Hey, what's happening, everyone? I don't think there's anybody here, actually. It's pretty cool. I just talked to myself for a while. This is like the first show of my new show, Mixed Notes. Anyway, um, yeah, I mean, I put out like a message for people. I told everybody like on my shows all week. I put out a link. The problem is like Facebook wouldn't let me like give the link to people. It's fucking crazy. Facebook would not actually allow me to post the link to people's messages. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Facebook. Sometimes it lets me, sometimes it doesn't. Like, how the hell am I supposed to let people know when this shit starts? You're supposed to subscribe and hit the bell, and that's going to remind you of anything. But I like to let people know, when my shows start and shit. But anyway, sorry about that. As the weeks go on, I'm sure I'll have better ways of getting the notice to you. Facebook can be kind of shitty sometimes, but we got a few people strolling in here. Welcome to my new Tuesday night show, Mixed Notes. So anyway, I'm going to go over some notes and things here for you. It's going to be good. All right. Got lots of things to cover, so I'm going to get right into it here in just a second. I'm going to see some more people coming on in. Matt, good to see you. Anyway, so lots of notes to go over. So let's start off. I'm gonna move some shit around here. I don't give a fuck if this goes off the rails. Hey, you know what? Real quick, for those of you who weren't on the Tinker Stinker Power Hour who didn't see that, as you know, I'm a huge Norm Macdonald fan, and I dedicated that show to him, and I'm actually dedicating not only this episode, but this whole fucking concept of this show. Because, like, this is a show that if Norm Macdonald were still alive and cared and gave a shit about fantasy football, he'd probably watch this particular show. And maybe you'll find out why. Who knows? I like it. It's the format seems like something maybe he'd be into. And so I dedicate that to him. Anyway, big fan. Love him. Rest in peace, sir. Let's just move on. Because this is crazy. All right. So I'm gonna get into some injuries and things like that. But real quick, I want to talk about yesterday night. Last night, all right? So here we go. I told you all, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Tanyan, Devontae Adams, they'd all come back. They'd all come back last night against those purring kittens of Detroit. And like I said, they did it. I mean, dude, it was easy. Now, Aaron Rodgers didn't even have as good a night as I thought he would, but he's back. You don't have anything to worry about, all right? I told you also, we need to chill on some things. People will overreact at things that go on week to week. Another big overreaction that I'm seeing right now is over Cordell Patterson, all right? Listen, here's the deal. Some of you might remember, Cordell Patterson kind of reminds me of Percy Harvin a little bit, all right? He's a guy who, any week he could be serviceable as like that wide receiver, running back combination thing there. But honestly, I just feel like he's not, he's not consistent. And that's how Percy Harvin was. He just wasn't consistent from week to week. You couldn't rely on him. And Cordell Patterson is a guy like that. I mean, waiver wire, sure, if you're in deep leagues, you might take a flyer on him. You might check him out. But honestly, I just don't think that he's, all that and a bag of chips. So anyway, let's move on here. We've got some injury news. All right. Daryl Henderson's injured. Ooh, big surprise. Holy shit. Daryl Henderson's injured? Oh my God, it only took 2 weeks, right? Goodness sakes. So Sony Michel, he's going to be someone you're going to want to add on there. The Rams offense is crazy. Love the Rams offense this year. But man, if they had the running back, if they had Cam Akers, it would be all that. It would be the shit. They're impressive, but it's like, the running backs keep getting injured. If imagine what it would be like if fucking Akers were still there, if they could keep a running back from like falling apart week to week. I think it'd be a little bit better of an offense there. And Their defense is amazing. So, better team all around. So, yeah, not a big surprise. Go get Sony Michel if he's available, right? That's the easy one. That's like the softball I'm throwing out there, Sony Michel, duh, whatever. Anyway, Eli Mitchell. Yeah, he had a shoulder stinger. Now, this is something that it's just going to depend on how he feels. This could be something that he gets over, like, in a couple days. It could be something that he gets over in a couple weeks. It just depends. It's one of those things, like, when you go to bed at night, right? And, you're looking at your squad and your phone. You're like, oh, look, and you're falling asleep trying to fucking put your lineup or check into some things or whatever, move shit around. You fall asleep when you wake up and your fucking neck is all fucked up because, you pinch it. It's like that kind of thing. It's like a pinched nerve. It's going to suck. It's going to hurt. But I don't think it's going to be that big a deal for Eli Mitchell. I think he's going to be fine. I think that I'm more worried about JaMychal Hasty's ankle issue. I think he's going to play, but it's going to bother him. And but most of all, Trey Sermon. Holy shit. Did you guys see that? What fucking, he got hit like 3 times. Like, one dude hit him, another dude hit him, and the ground hit him. Like, fuck. Crazy shit. Trey Sermon, he's in concussion protocol. And that could take forever. I mean, who knows what the fuck's going to happen? Anyway, I think he's going to be out for a while. I think this is Elijah Mitchell's backfield until he goes down. Everyone's talking about Cannon. Cannon ain't a thing. Kerryon Johnson could be, though. Kerryon Johnson's interesting. Keep an eye on him. Oh, here's another thing about speaking of the 49ers. So, Shanahan, we're talking about Ayuk, and everyone's all worried about him. And, oh, what's going to happen? Now, if you saw my new show, Freak Out or Chill Out, you can chill out on him. All right. He's got the hamstring issue. He's got you need a fire lit under his ass. Dude was like a stud last year, or like a stud to be last year. We all thought he was going to be studly this year. I knew Deebo Samuel was going to be a guy. I still think Ayuk was going to be a thing. We just have to wait a little bit for that hammy to heal. Now, here's what Shanahan had to say this week. He said, people are worried about, is he going to get a job back? He said, actually, I want Ayuk to get the spot back, but Sherfield doesn't make that easy. He has played at a high level. It's not personal. And then he goes on to say, check this out, fantasy freaks. He goes, things are a bigger deal because of fantasy football. All right, so what are we going to read into that? Here's what I read into it. He's taking a little shot at fantasy football players, probably getting on Twitter and riding his ass about these decisions, okay? It's football. Coaches don't give a fuck about your fantasy squad. They care about their team winning, and that's all it's about. So he wants to find out what he's got in Sherfield, all right? He wants to light that fire on Ayuk's ass. He wants Ayuk's hammy to get better, all right? So if you have him, keep him. I wish they could put say he's injured and put him on the IR so you could free up a space, but unfortunately, no. If you drop him, that's stupid because in a couple weeks when he comes back, yeah, he's going to be putting up wide receiver 2 numbers, no problem. All right, so hold on to him. All right, so let's move on here. Excuse me. All right, Deante Johnson. Speaking of coaches who, they're just gems, right? Tomlin was talking about Deante Johnson here. Dude, it was so fucking dumb. So dumb to leave him out there. They're down. They're obviously going to lose. Take your guys out. I mean, honestly. I think that he had an injury. What it is, it seems like an MCL sprain, maybe. We don't know exactly yet. They're getting MRIs done. They're getting it checked out. I'm going to do a real quick check and make sure that hasn't been updated because I was looking and I'm not seeing much of an update on it. But from what I can tell, it's not really considered serious. It's like either a sprain or a bone bruise. I think they're leaning on the bone bruise side of it, which can be painful, sure. But like you take some painkillers and things, he's going to be just fine. I see no problems with Deante Johnson. But anyway, what Mike Tomlin said here, I love this. What a gem he is, right? He's looking better, but not to be confused with great. Excellent. Thanks, Mike. That's wonderful. Wonderful, sir. Anyway, point is, he's not going to be out long term. Could be back. Could be fine this week. Might be hobbled a little bit. All right. I'm not going to worry too much about him. To be honest, I love Deante Johnson. I think he's a stud. I think that's, and of course, that's why we're worried about him. But I don't see too much to worry about in terms of his injury, and his matchup this week is pretty good at home against Cincinnati. The Bengals can be had in the passing game. So really, honestly, yeah, I'm saying roll with him. What the fuck is this? Sorry, I got some shit back here. I don't know what the hell's going on. Hey, some drums. I'm beating the drum. I'm beating the drum for Deante Johnson. Get better, sir. Anyway, sorry. Told you this shit's going to go off the rails. Anyway. I don't like the angle of this shit. Give me a second. Do it with my foot here. Oh, that fucking sucked. I don't know if that's any better. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. Mixed notes. Hey, Norm Macdonald, rest in peace, right? Anyway. All right, so next we got Jarvis, all right? MCL sprain. Speaking of MCL sprains, Jarvis has an MCL sprain, all right? They put him on IR. So he's on like the short-term IR. I think it's like, 7 weeks or whatever the hell it is, 7-8 weeks. So, but who the fuck is going to catch passes now from Baker Mayfield? Who's it going to be? That's what everybody's asking. Who's going to catch passes? Ain't going to be Jarvis. And everyone's like, oh no, what's going to happen? Is it going to be Austin Hooper all of a sudden out of nowhere? Austin Hooper's going to come back and be a star again? Like he hasn't been since he's been on the Browns and everyone expected him to be? I don't know. I don't think so. Anthony Schwartz, maybe? Could be. Rashad Higgins. Remember he had that little, a couple good games last season? We thought, maybe there's another Higgins in Ohio that's going to be good. And it didn't turn out. But this could be his chance. People are talking about, a couple other people, what was his name? Peoples Jones. Nah. I don't, there's all these names that come up. We don't know who it's going to be. I know exactly who it's going to be. Are you ready for this? Here we go. Here's who is going to be the big wide receiver for the Browns. Drum roll. Actually, here I got a real drum. Let's go. Drum roll. OBJ. Oh my God. Yeah. He's coming back, folks. He's coming back. Dude, you really think that he's coming back from an ACL issue. It's one of those things, right? Where if they don't need him, if it's not an emergency, they ain't going to bring him back. We're in an emergency right now. All right. So I'm not going to worry too much about him. He's going to come back. It doesn't, let's see, what do I got here? Yeah. The doctors are going to work their magic like Mr. Miyagi, right? It's actually Toradol. It's a shot. Anyway, so sorry about that. A little husk there. Anyway, so yeah, no, I think that he's going to be fine. OBJ's coming back. Okay? There it is. You for me. Probably not first. Maybe. I don't know. But he's going to be back. Okay? So there's that. Chanel. He's getting targets, but negative fantasy points. What the fuck? He's a little banged up too. But here's the thing. Daryl Bevel, okay, when he was on Detroit, his main man was Marvin Jones. You know why? Because Marvin Jones, no, he ain't flashy, but he's solid. He gets the job done. He's been averaging 9 touchdowns per season. I mean, that's pretty good. He goes under the radar because of that. No, he's not the sexy guy. All right. Listen, he's like the Jim Paxton of wide receivers, right? Right. Just like Jim Paxton. Excuse me. He plays his role. He does it well. He's solid. He's not sexy. He's not gonna fucking break the box office. He's never really the star guy. Okay. But he can get it done. He's a solid dude. And that's what Marvin Jones is. He's the Bill Paxton of a fantasy or of football, right? Anyway, at least for wide receivers. That's my take on him. So that's a little nerdy shit there, I'm sure. Tua, all right? Let's move on to Tua. Tua's got bruised ribs. He's going to be okay. He's going to get a little shot of the goodness, feel better. But it's not going to do too much. The problem is the mobility. Him turning like this, dude, that's going to hurt when he throws the ball. Okay, he can throw the ball, but like to turn and do it, it's not. He's going to be playing, but it's going to affect him, all right? And as long as that's affecting him, it's also going to affect his pass catchers, mainly Waddle. Waddle is going to have still a good season, but I temper some expectations. Guy could have been a superstar. Guy could have been up there with Jamar Chase, but I don't know, man. I'm worried. I'm worried about his production with Tua's rib injury. We'll see how that plays out. All right, but keep an eye on it. Tyrod, hammy issue. He's out. In is Davis Mills. So here's the thing. Davis Mills. I was just looking up like QB comparisons, and you know who his QB comparison is? Brandon Whedon. That does not make me very confident about Davis Mills. It doesn't make me get very confident about him. It doesn't make me very confident about the Texans offense. It doesn't make me confident about the Texans organization. It doesn't make me feel confident about Texans in general, like people from Texas. I'm sorry. I love people from Texas. I'm not confident in you. Okay? Anyway, Texans, issues, right? Tyrod, hammy, Davis Mills in. Brandon Cooks, how's he gonna be? Good. He's still gonna be fine. They gotta throw to someone. Davis Mills, it's not like your fucking grandmother's coming in to play quarterback, right? Davis Mills obviously knows how to throw a football. Otherwise he wouldn't be on an NFL team. And people are like, oh, he's not starting for a team, so it can't be that good. Yeah, he maybe not, but it doesn't mean that Cooks is not going to get some, obviously. All right, the guy's talented. He's going to want to throw to him, and there you go. All right. I also see Pharaoh Brown put up a goose egg last week. He could come back this week as kind of like a security blanket for Mills. Keep an eye on Pharaoh Brown, too. All right. Let's move on. Let's do some other notes here. So hopefully you guys are having a good time and enjoying this, man. I love it. Thank you for spending some time here with me. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them down there in the comments, and I'll just answer them when I get a chance. Anyway, waiver wires tonight. Get those in. All right. Chase Edmonds, screwed again. Chase Edmonds. Cliff Kingsbury, still a dumbass. All right? That's just the way it is. I told you I'm going to put him on my shit list when I find that fucking thing. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I've got all these other lists and shit around, but I have an actual shit list that I keep for people like Cliff. Excuse me. Cliff Kingsbury. Anyway, yeah, he's a dumbass. He keeps starting guys ahead of Chase Edmonds when Chase Edmonds is out producing those guys. Like, what the fuck are you doing? It's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? What the hell? You're trying to lose your job? Jesus. Well, he's not going to lose his job as long as Kyler Murray's there fucking acting like he's Oprah, passing out touchdowns to everybody on the team. You get a touchdown, Rondale Moore, and you get a touchdown, AJ Green, and of course Nuke's going to get a touchdown, and Kirk get a touchdown. Fuck, let's give one to fucking Max Williams. There you go, touchdown. Hey, Max Williams. I didn't talk about any tight ends in my waiver wires, all right? If you haven't seen my top 10 waiver wire list, along with the tirade, go check that out on my channel. But anyway, waiver wires, yeah. You want a tight end? Max Williams. Anybody who's catching passes from Kyler Murray is on fire. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Get him on your team. Get him on your squad. Even AJ Green, fuck it. Get him on your squad. You may not start him every week, but you're getting them. The ones you're going to want, though, most are going to be Rondale Moore, Christian Kirk, and, of course, Nuke. All right? There's your top three for those guys. But if you need something extra, Max Williams. 2 X's, just like Max Crosby. You know what that means when you got 2 X's in your name, right? Right? Yeah, we know what that means. That means, yeah. Anyway, Easton and Pittman. Everyone's concerned about that. Oh, no, what's going to happen to Pittman now? Was Pittman doing that great with Carson Wentz? No, he wasn't. But let me tell you a little something. Why don't you do a little research yourself? Go walk on your little internet, get on there, and go fucking find some information about Easton and Pittman. Because in the offseason, these two were having a bit of a bromance, okay? These guys were getting along. They were having some fun. They were playing with each other's dogs. Sharing a coffee, enjoying each other's company, right? They're friends. They're good guys. They're good pals. They're going to be out there producing. I think Pittman might actually do better without Carson's cavalcade of crap. Oh, is that a surprise? Oh, if he does better, I'm not going to be that surprised, okay? That's all I'm saying. Easton's not necessarily the next Peyton Manning or nothing. All right, but he's serviceable. And Carson Wentz ain't all that in a bag of chips. Anyway, Bills, Coach McDermott. He's going with the hot hand on this. He brought Moss back. Now he's going with the hot hand approach. So, what the fuck? Moss is a better running back, I think. Some people might argue that. I like Moss better. Moss is a better running back. So what are you doing, Coach McDermott? You're going to run. You're going to do this hot hand crap? Okay, cool. Because eventually Singletary is going to get injured. It's like death, taxes, Singletary gets injured. That's just what it is, right? So once he goes down, Moss is going to show why he should be the number one guy there. Simple as that. They keep blue balling us with him. Coach McDermott can straighten out. The show's a mess. Anyway, no, they keep fucking up with this kid. Honestly, like they're like, oh, here's Moss. Look what he can do. Oh, and we'll take him back. He's like blue balling us. McDermott is with Moss here, like that girl, like that woman at your work. You know what I'm saying? That tease at your work that keeps like flirting with you, but no, you ain't getting any. She's just blue balling you all day, just like McDermott, right? Call her McDermott. Go to work tomorrow. Be like, hey, what's up, McDermott? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right? But who cares? Do it anyway. It's fun. Or anyway, what the hell? All right. Josh Jacobs. Oh no, what happened here? Josh Jacobs. Funny, I was gonna have some music going on in the background, but I decided not to. If you want me to have music going on in the background, we'll do this. Let me know. Josh Jacobs. He's gonna be fine. Put Barber away. All right. But I want to talk about another guy here on the Eagles. All right. So I've always been a fan of Jalen Reagor. I feel like there's this Jalen connection. I think we almost saw that happen this week. There was a touchdown that was called back because he accidentally stepped out of bounds before getting both feet in. Like he got 1 foot in and then the second foot in was going while he was catching what would have been a touchdown. So, I mean, there's still a little connection there. But what the hell? Quez Watkins. Who the hell's Quez Watkins, right? Okay, so he caught one big pass, like 91-yard touchdown. Big whoop, right? No, man. Dude's been getting some targets. He got 3 targets last week, 2 this past, or 3 in week 1. 3, caught all 3 of them. This guy's got 3 targets, caught 3. Then he got 2 targets, caught 2. He's getting the trust of Hurts. Someone to keep. I wouldn't go picking him up yet, but Quez Watkins, someone to keep an eye on. I might be talking about him for my double deep danger dive this week. Look out for that. So, all right, and then I'm gonna make sure that I've got it. That's all my notes here. That's all I got. Oh yeah, with Fields in. Speaking of tight ends, Cole Kmet, he's going up. Security blanket. I love it. Cole Kmet is going to be a thing this year. Told you he would be. He's going to be with Fields in. It doesn't matter. I love Justin because people are complaining like, oh shit, here goes the rookie. Of course he's going to fuck up. All right, but that doesn't mean that A-Rob's not going to get his. And I think that Cole Kmet is going to be a thing. All right. And finally, before we get to your Q&A, we're going to end this week the way we end every week for this season. All right. In week 1, Jameis Winston was famous Jameis. Week 2, he was heinous Jameis. So, drum roll, please. This week, heinous Jameis. I don't like him against New England. I think that that matchup's hard. It's going to be a matchup that's not going to be good for Jameis. He's got 3. He's got the New England Patriots, who are the third. Who are giving him the 3rd least points to fantasy QBs. Heinous Jameis this week, all right? Next week it might be different. I don't know. We'll find out. The only way you're going to know is if you come back and tune in on Mixed Notes. Because it's absolute horse shit to give a platform to people who have no idea what they're talking about as far as my mental state and my focus, my work habits. People that have not been around me are not in my life. I don't have communication with them, and they're not in the locker room. It's chicken shit. That's what he said. It's chicken shit. Anyway, gotta love Aaron Rodgers. Guy's a gem. Anyway, there it is. Mixed Notes. All right? So, hopefully, that helped. As the weeks go on, things will get better. I'll have better notes, whatever. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. Didn't you? No? All right. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, bringing back buy and sell. Yeah. That's one of the shows that kind of put me on the map. Of course, benches and bumps is a big one. But buy and sell, I haven't done it. All right? So buy and sell coming tomorrow night. All right? Tomorrow evening, whatever. You'll probably watch it Thursday morning. I don't give a shit. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in, for supporting the Fantasy Tyrant. Hit subscribe, hit like. Check out my Patreon. If you want someone who's going to help you each week crush your league with one-on-one information, all right, you're going to want to sign up with me. I will guarantee I'll make you a better fantasy football player this season. Guaranteed. Money back. Well, I don't know about money back. I guess I can't really do that. But I can definitely say I've got some satisfied customers. I got some satisfied fans, members, things like that. Talk to them. Talk to the people, that you see chatting here and there. Ask them. They'll tell you, dude, this guy fucking knows his shit. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. I will see you next week for more Mixed Notes. All right? But I'll see you tomorrow night for buy and sell. Okay? Good luck on your waiver claims this week. Check out my waiver wires. All right? I got my top 10 waiver wires, plus some other mixed, opinions and notes in here, this and that, other players that you can pick up. All right? So have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, I'm out. Peace.